In a society quick to judge, Sigma females shine with a unique clarity that's often mistaken for coldness or aloofness. But let's set the record straight. Your silence isn't a sign of weakness. It's the echo of inner strength. You navigate life with an authenticity that challenges the norm, carving your path with an unwavering commitment to self. This isn't about being misunderstood. It's about being celebrated for your resilience and independence. Today we dive deep into the heart of what it means to be a Sigma female, shedding light on the misconceptions and championing the true power of your individuality. Stay tuned to the end to embrace your narrative and let your quiet strength speak louder than words. Subscribe to the Sigma Sisterhood channel to join the journey of those who dare to be different. 1. Perfectionists who are never satisfied. In the landscape of Sigma females, the label of perfectionist is not a critique but a testament to their unquenchable thirst for self-improvement. To the casual observer, their relentless pursuit of betterment might seem like they're never content, like they're chasing an elusive perfection that forever moves just out of reach. But here's the twist. Sigma females aren't chasing perfection. They're on a thrilling quest of self-discovery and growth. They understand that the journey, not the destination, is where the real magic happens. Every achievement is a checkpoint, not the finish line, in their marathon towards personal excellence. This drive isn't fueled by external validation or the need to prove something to the world. Instead, it's an internal flame, a passion for evolving, for pushing the boundaries of what they thought possible for themselves. They see every day as an opportunity to refine their skills, to learn more, to grow stronger, both in mind and spirit. This isn't about dissatisfaction with their current state. It's about an exhilarating challenge with oneself, a personal duel where the opponent is yesterday's self. Imagine a sculptor, chisel in hand, not content with the first draft but seeing the potential for more beauty, more detail, more expression in every chip of stone. Sigma females are like that. They're sculptors of their own lives, always finding new aspects to refine, new depths to explore. Their so-called perfectionism is misunderstood by those who don't see the joy in the process, in the transformation of self. To them, perfection isn't a static goal, but a dynamic, ongoing process. They know that true growth is a lifelong endeavor, not a destination reached. This perspective might make them seem perpetually unsatisfied to those who measure success by endpoints rather than progress. But for Sigma females, the joy lies in the striving and the daily commitment to be a little better than they were before. Their pursuit is not a reflection of discontent, but a celebration of life's potential for infinite improvement. They don't need the world to acknowledge their achievements. The challenge itself is their reward, the personal evolution, their trophy. In a world that often settles, Sigma females stand out by never settling, by always reaching for more, not for anyone else, but for themselves. 2. Analytical Minds Seen as Overthinking. Diving into the psyche of a Sigma female, we find a mind that operates like a master strategist, always several steps ahead. To the uninitiated, this might be mistaken for overthinking, a label often tossed at those who pause to consider all angles before acting. But this isn't about paralysis by analysis. It's about precision in thought, an art form of navigating life's complexities with foresight and wisdom. Sigma females don't overanalyze out of fear or doubt. They do it because they respect the importance of preparation in a world rife with uncertainties. Their analytical prowess is not a sign of hesitation, but of an acute awareness of the world's nuances. While others might rush headlong into decisions, Sigma females take their time, not because they're indecisive, but because they understand the value of informed choices. They see through the fog of immediate reactions to consider long-term outcomes, potential pitfalls, and hidden opportunities. This deep analysis allows them to craft their paths with meticulous care, like chess players who think several moves ahead, anticipating not just their next step, but the counter-moves of life's many challenges. In a society that often prizes speed and impulsiveness, this thoughtful approach can be misconstrued as overthinking or even indecision. Critics might see their silence as a lack of action, not realizing it's the calm before a well-executed plan. To Sigma females, every decision is a puzzle to be solved, every scenario a problem to be cracked open for understanding. They don't overthink, they think through, ensuring that when they move, it's with purpose and precision. This strategic thinking isn't about dwelling in what-ifs, but preparing for them. They know that not every decision requires haste, that sometimes the best action is to step back, assess, and then advance with clarity. In this way, what others might label as overthinking is, for Sigma females, simply a commitment to making well-informed decisions. Their analytical minds are their greatest asset, allowing them to navigate life not just with intelligence, but with a profound understanding of its intricacies. This isn't about being stuck in thought, it's about moving forward with confidence, armed with the knowledge that every angle has been considered. In a world that often demands quick answers, Sigma females offer the gift of thoughtful, considered action, embodying the truth that sometimes the best speed is the one that ensures you're moving in the right direction. 3. Resilient but misunderstood. Within the saga of Sigma females, resilience is not just a trait, it's a narrative of strength often read wrong by the world. To the onlooker, their ability to remain composed in the face of adversity might be misinterpreted as a sign of emotional detachment or coldness. But beneath that calm exterior lies a story of inner fortitude, a saga of battles fought with the heart and won with the spirit. Sigma females don't display resilience because they feel less. They exhibit it because they've mastered the art of feeling deeply while standing firm. This resilience is the result of countless personal trials, where they've learned to rely on their own strength because external support might not always be available. It's not about being impervious to pain, but about choosing how to respond to it. They've cultivated an emotional discipline that allows them to detach from chaos, not out of indifference, but from a place of understanding that panic serves no purpose. Their calm during storms is not a lack of emotion, but the result of years of learning to navigate life's tumult with grace and poise. To the outside world, this might look like they're unaffected by the winds of change or the storms of life, but it's far from the truth. Their resilience is a silent testament to their emotional intelligence, an ability to process pain, fear, and disappointment internally, while outwardly maintaining a presence that can guide others through turmoil. What others mistake for detachment is, in reality, a profound connection to their own emotional world, managed with precision and care. This strength doesn't come without its cost. It's forged in the fires of personal adversity, where Sigma females have learned that the only way out is through, that standing alone doesn't mean being alone. They don't seek pity or validation for their resilience, they seek only to continue moving forward, to grow from each experience, no matter how harsh. The world often judges this resilience harshly, perhaps out of a discomfort with their own vulnerabilities or an inability to comprehend such inner strength. But for Sigma females, this resilience is not something to be hidden away or resented. It's their badge of honor, their hard-earned proof that they can weather any storm. It's about understanding that life's challenges are not just obstacles but opportunities to prove their mettle, to show that their spirit is unbreakable even when the world tries to bend or break it. Their resilience is a beacon, not of coldness, but of the warm, unwavering light of their indomitable spirit. 4. Unfiltered honesty. In the tapestry of human interactions, Sigma females weave threads of unfiltered honesty, shining like stars in a night sky of veiled words and polite lies. Their approach to communication is as refreshing as it is unsettling for those accustomed to the comfort of social pleasantries. To some, their straightforwardness might feel like a breach of decorum, a sign of rudeness or insensitivity. However, this perception misses the core of their intention: to foster genuine connections through authenticity. Sigma females value truth over flattery, clarity over comfort. Their honesty isn't wielded as a weapon but offered as a gift, a way to cut through the superficiality that so often clouds human interactions. In a world where the truth is often sugar-coated or hidden behind layers of politeness, their words stand out, stark and clear. They speak from a place of integrity, believing that real understanding and growth can only come from honest dialogue. This unfiltered nature isn't about seeking attention or stirring controversy. It's about refusing to partake in the dance of pretense. They see no value in maintaining facades for the sake of social harmony. Instead, they aim for a deeper, more meaningful engagement with life and with others, even if it means being misunderstood or disliked by those who prefer the comfort of social masks. When a Sigma female speaks her truth, she does so not to hurt but to illuminate, to challenge the status quo of superficial interactions. Her honesty can be a mirror, reflecting truths back to others that they might not be ready to face, prompting introspection or even discomfort. But for those who value substance over appearance, her words are a beacon of authenticity, a rare find in a world where truth is often bent or broken to fit into societal molds. Their candor is strategic, spoken only when necessary, and with the intent to bring about positive change or clarity. They understand that honesty can be the foundation for trust, for real connections, and for personal growth. In social settings where sugarcoating is the norm, Sigma females stand as a testament to the power of truth, not just as a principle, but as a pathway to meaningful relationships. Their honesty might not win them universal popularity, but it earns them respect from those who appreciate the courage it takes to live and speak one's truth in a world that often shuns it. 5. Misjudged ambition. The ambition of Sigma females is like an underground river, powerful yet unseen by those who expect ambition to be loud and ostentatious. Their drive is often misjudged because it doesn't align with the conventional signs of ambition, the loud declarations, the public goal setting, the constant need for external validation. Instead, Sigma females harbor a deep, silent ambition, one that doesn't shout but whispers to them in the quiet moments of contemplation and hard work. To many, their quiet determination might seem like a lack of motivation or drive, as they do not seek to broadcast their aspirations or parade their achievements. But beneath this calm exterior lies a relentless pursuit of their goals, fueled by an internal compass rather than societal applause. Their ambition doesn't require an audience. It's for themselves, a personal challenge to reach heights they've set for themselves, often higher than anyone else can see. This silent ambition can be disconcerting for those used to the performative aspects of success. People are accustomed to the spectacle of ambition, to those who loudly announce their intentions and celebrate every minor victory. Sigma females, however, choose to work in silence, letting their accomplishments speak for themselves. They invest their energy into the work, not into the performance of working. This approach can leave others baffled, underestimating their drive until the results of their quiet labor become undeniable. Their ambition is not about outdoing others, but about surpassing their own previous limits, about mastering their craft or field with dedication that doesn't seek recognition. While others might be busy seeking approval, Sigma females are quietly strategizing, innovating, and achieving. Their goals are set with precision, pursued with a discipline that doesn't waver, and when they achieve them, it's not just success. It's a statement of their capability, often catching everyone by surprise. Their ambition is deliberate, focused, and profound, illustrating that greatness doesn't always come with fanfare but with steadfast, silent progress. 6. The Lone Wolf's label. In the social tapestry, Sigma females are often branded with the lone wolf label, a term that many might interpret as a critique or sign of social failure. However, for Sigma females, this title is embraced as a symbol of strength, autonomy, and self-sufficiency. To be a lone wolf in their eyes is not to be isolated or incapable of connection, but to choose solitude for the freedom and clarity it brings. The world, especially those deeply invested in the herd mentality, struggles to understand why someone would opt out of the constant social dance. For Sigma females, this choice isn't about being antisocial, but about preserving energy for what truly matters. They understand that not all connections are worth the investment. They seek depth over breadth, quality over quantity. In this pursuit, solitude becomes not a punishment, but a sanctuary where they can recharge, reflect, and align their actions with their true selves. This autonomy often clashes with societal norms that equate social engagement with success or happiness. People might project their own fears of loneliness onto Sigma females, mistaking their preference for solitude as a sign of emotional detachment or social ineptitude. But Sigma females thrive in their independence, finding empowerment in their ability to stand alone without losing their sense of self. They don't reject companionship. They reject the idea that one must compromise who they are to fit into social molds. Their lone wolf nature is about living life on their terms, walking paths untraveled by the masses where they can explore their passions and ideas without the noise of external expectations. This isn't about isolation, but about a profound form of self-exploration and authenticity. They know that while the crowd might offer a sense of belonging, it can also stifle individuality and creativity. To Sigma females, being a lone wolf is a declaration of freedom, a statement that they are complete within themselves. They don't need the validation of a group to feel whole or successful. Instead, they find fulfillment in their independence, in the quiet moments where they can listen to their own heartbeat, follow their own rhythm, and live life with an authenticity that many only dream of. Their so-called loneliness is in fact a powerful testament to their ability to find joy, purpose, and strength in solitude. 7. Labeled unapproachable. Sigma females often carry the unapproachable label like a shield, not because they wish to keep others at bay, but because their energy is selective, reserved for interactions of substance. In a world where social interactions are often superficial, their focus on meaningful engagement can make them seem distant or aloof. This isn't about being cold or unfriendly. It's about valuing depth and authenticity over the mere act of socializing. Their reluctance to engage in small talk or to conform to social norms of politeness can be misread by those who equate friendliness with constant availability or willingness to engage in shallow exchanges. Sigma females aren't interested in filling silence with empty words. They prefer conversations that challenge, enlighten, or connect on a deeper level. This can make them appear unapproachable to those who are used to surface-level interactions, mistaking their reticence for snobbery or disinterest. In reality, their presence is deliberate, their energy measured. They don't walk into a room looking to be the life of the party, but to engage with purpose. Their unapproachability is more about maintaining boundaries than about being uninviting. It's a form of self-protection, ensuring that their time and energy are spent on connections that matter. This label of unapproachable might serve as a natural filter, attracting those who are willing to look beyond the initial impression to engage with sincerity and curiosity. For those who make the effort, they'll find a wealth of warmth, insight, and genuine interaction beneath the surface. But Sigma females don't feel the need to prove themselves to everyone. They are content with the company of those who appreciate their depth. Their so-called unapproachability is not a flaw but a feature, ensuring that their interactions are impactful, not just numerous. 8. Judged for non-compromise. Sigma females are often judged for their staunch refusal to compromise on their values, a trait that can be misconstrued as stubbornness or arrogance by those who prefer the path of least resistance. In a society where bending to fit into various molds is seen as a virtue, their unyielding commitment to their principles stands out, sometimes creating friction. This isn't about being difficult for the sake of it. It's about honoring a deep-seated integrity that guides their life's journey. People expect concessions, a willingness to bend or even break one's beliefs for the sake of harmony or acceptance. But for Sigma females, compromising their core values is not an option. They understand that true strength lies not in the approval of others, but in staying true to oneself. This non-compromise might make them appear rigid or defiant, but it's a reflection of self-respect and an unwavering dedication to living authentically. Their refusal to compromise is not about conflict for conflict's sake. It's about clarity and consistency in who they are. They know that bending their principles to please others or to avoid confrontation would mean losing a part of themselves, and they're not willing to pay that price. This strength can be intimidating to those who live by the mantra of compromise, who might see it as an unwillingness to adapt or cooperate. However, Sigma females aren't against cooperation. They're against compromising their identity for temporary peace or social acceptance. This commitment to their beliefs often leads to a life lived with fewer but more meaningful relationships, where mutual respect for each other's values is paramount. They would rather stand alone with their integrity intact than be surrounded by those who would ask them to dilute their essence for the sake of fitting in. Their non-compromise is a beacon of authenticity in a world that often values conformity over individuality. It's not about being inflexible, it's about being true, about living a life that aligns with one's deepest convictions, even if it means standing against the tide. 9. Misunderstood quietude. The quietude of Sigma females is often a source of misunderstanding, labeled as aloofness, awkwardness, or even disdain. In a culture where being vocal is equated with being engaged, their silence can be perplexing. But this silence is not a sign of disengagement or discomfort. It's a mark of their inner peace, strength, and clarity. While others might fill the room with noise seeking validation, Sigma females find validation within, using their silence as a space for reflection, growth, and profound thought. Their quiet isn't about being antisocial or uninterested. It's about being selectively social, choosing when and with whom to share their energy. They thrive in their own company, using solitude to recharge, to think deeply, and to align their actions with their authentic selves. This can be misinterpreted by those who value extroversion and constant social interaction as a sign of not fitting in or being out of touch. However, what appears as withdrawal is, in fact, a strategic retreat into their inner world, where they find creativity, solutions, and peace. This quietude is a powerful form of self-awareness, allowing them to see beyond the superficial, to understand situations and people with a depth that others might miss. Their silence isn't about lacking words, but about choosing when words are necessary. In a world that often equates silence with weakness or awkwardness, Sigma females demonstrate that true strength can be silent, that there's power in listening, in observing, and in the space between words where true understanding can blossom. Their calm presence in a noisy world is not a sign of disconnection, but of a deep connection to themselves and to the essence of life. They know that not every moment needs to be filled with chatter, that sometimes the most profound statements are those left unsaid. Their quietude is their strength, a quiet strength that speaks volumes about their character, their comfort with themselves, and their ability to navigate life's complexities with a serene focus.